You're absolute garble. You're a garble, marble in a cart, bro. Ah! Whoa!
Wow.
You just got roasted. Let's go. You're bad.
Okay.
TBH.
Okay.
What the heck is this?
Help.
Look at me.
You're like a lemon.
You're a lemon. Ooh, savage. You're a lemon who can't even eat a Kremen and is so
Oh, geez.
and is so
Hey, Caitlin,
I don't know.
can you read in 6 minutes?
TBH. You're a 6 minutes. You can't even eat in 10 minutes because you're so slow at eating.
No, this is such a good computer.
I'm so good.
It's
at
so hard to use. Wait,
TBH.
is this?
You're
Why is it like so sensitive?
you don't slay. And you eat clay.
Stop. Where did you cut up to?
Because you have
cut up
an
to clay
ugly
before,
face. Roasted.
It's not working.
I don't know which filter I should use.
Let me see. What are you posting?
I don't know. What the?
Oh, no, post me.
Hell no.
Yeah, they're doing side. Must be happy because you didn't go after that. Yeah.
What the?
I need to
Oh my
fix
look,
that
my eyes. My eyes. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Hold up. My eyes. Ugh.
Who is that?
That is someone that's not cool.
The Jason?
Not as cool as me at
Okay,
least.
How
Oh,
long is process?
like 3 minutes.
I know.
Ooh, you're good. Value autonomy of me, because
No,
I
idiot,
can
right?
flee.
You have so many arguments. How am I gonna teach this all?
Evelyn, this is so bad.
There's so many.
Oh. Wait, hold on. The grades are. Oh, you can run the race, Kay. Free speech is bad. I don't know. Yay.
No one will help me.
I don't know. Dude. Wait, what is their main argument? Like, what is the point of their case?
I don't know. Like, it's just saying, like, it's just a bunch of arguments. It's like, first of all, the government is lying about safety or whatever, and then you have the violation of freedom of thought. Then you have, universities don't have any legitimate power to restrict free speech, and then you have restricting
Evelyn,
speech
what
degrades
the hell
liberty
are
in
we
other
doing
ways.
this?
Then you
We're
have
Congress girls.
Just wait.
Okay.
Are they even labeled?
McCarthyans.
Do the rest. I've already cut up to
Just-
convention
just-
for.
And then
You don't have to just read
It's
the
good enough.
There's
Dude,
still.
how are they gonna finish that?
All right, read as much of it as you can in the time allotted. Read as much of it as you can in the time allotted. You'll use the rest as extensions or rebuttal cards. Go take it over there, Catherine.
I didn't put the extension.
Because you forget.
No, because I was patient. I'm good.
Get dishes as it started.
Okay. Caitlin's first. I'm gonna time this. Caitlin should do Congress with us.
Do. Dude, your litness level is do. My litness level is do. All right, great. Okay, 6 minutes. Are you ready? No. To
Go sit next to her, help her.
ready to make your speech pretty.
Please stop, Edmund. You're so gay. You're like as gay as gay can be.
That's pretty rude.
No, being gay isn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my lord.
Huh?
No, just start.
No,
right.
like, I affirm
Just say I affirm the resolution, value autonomy, and then just read the case.
I said legislation. What's become of me?
No, it's Congress scum.
Time.
Scum?
Start. Now.
Yeah.
I present No, value
Just
criteria.
read all the highlighted stuff.
Okay, let's just restart.
Okay, it's I from the resolution value.
You don't have to read all
Value,
the
value
first
criteria.
I mean, it's a good intro.
It's a good intro. Oh my God.
I'd be something to
Okay, guys.
Hi. Start. Now.
Contention one. The term hate speech is frequently applied as a synonym for speech that's racist, sexist, homophobic, or similarly pejorative. Even these types of speech, however, are protected by the First Amendment. This may come as a surprise to many, as a significant number of Americans incorrectly believe that hate speech is not protected by the First Amendment. But there is no hate speech exception to the First Amendment, despite a widespread misconception to the contrary. For prime mechanism arguments, the constitutional protection of free speech is one that prioritizes the integrity of a negative rights framework over any short-term effects of speech to people or otherwise undesirable. The reason we ought to prefer this approach is that while the community's lawyers change, that which was once deemed scandalous is now considered tame. For example, the framework that prioritizes the individual's right to express remains constant only insofar as we apply it to even and especially towards speech we don't like. Prioritizing the mechanism guarantees that no single perspective, popular at the moment, be used to justify coercion against those holding less power. Rights-based frameworks require a rights-respecting framework. Colleges have no right to limit students' free speech. While the current presidential election represents the polarizing wings of both the Democratic and Republican parties, we should be able to openly debate their policies and the direction in which they plan to take our country if elected. We should be able to discuss the abuse of power within our government and the consistent violations of our Bill of Rights. We should be able to participate in the free market of ideas, but our students have been silenced, are being silenced. Fire B 2016. Free speech is only free if offensive speech is protected. If someone contends that a particular form of speech be prohibited as opposed to criticized because it is hate speech, you now know that the argument is without merit. In order for speech to be truly free, speech that conveys deeply offensive messages, including hate, must be protected. A free people have resource to reason, evidence, outrage, and moral witness against such speech, but do not need to turn coercive power to silence it. Contention 1. Violating freedom of speech leads to violations of freedom of thought. If freedom of speech is to have any content, there must exist a corresponding freedom of thought that protects the process by which ideas and expressions are guaranteed, nurtured, and limited. Because individual freedom of thought is a clear requisite for meaningful freedom of speech protections, the Supreme Court in Woolley versus Maynard suggests that freedom of thought was a fundamental First Amendment agreement, and the right to speak or not to speak was merely a subset of more basic freedom. In the famous Pledge of Allegiance case of West Virginia Board of Education versus Barnett, the court declared that the purpose of the First Amendment to our Constitution to reserve of all official control, the spirit of intellect and spirit. Individual justices have since emphasized that the First Amendment protects an individual's autonomous control of the development and expression of one's intellect. And recognizing that the free speech cannot be valued or protected without some corresponding or pre-existing valuation and protection of free thought, these passages validate the constitutional status of the freedom of thought. Contention 2. Prefer the interpretation in 67A. This point of view, exemplified by Justice Black and Douglas, the only relevant distinction is that between speech and conduct. Obscenity is evidently a matter of an expression of ideas, as opposed to conduct, and so the only remaining question is rhetorical. Does the constitutional permit the line to be drawn between good ideas and bad? Contention 3. Currently universities must represent speech restrictions as safely protocols. Code 16. This fully safe environment is absolutely necessary condition for heated debate over ideas. The university cannot tolerate violations of personal space, physical threats, sustained public interruptions of speakers, or verbal epithets directed toward specific students that lies beyond the boundaries of academic freedom. This doesn't mean, however, that the college or university should introduce policies that will curtail or chill debate, that adhere to the politically correct beliefs of the moment, or that let their leaders off the hook through calculation, through demands of technical discourse, and conversations about what a university education aims to produce. Calculation to demands that stifle discourse and conversations about what university education is aimed to produce. Contention 4. The right academic discourse now determines the beautiful interpretation of the future. Cole, 2016. A professor who had explained that Mexican immigrants to the United States are sometimes called wetbacks, a comment about the history of the youth creative term that outraged some Mexican American students. The black students at Princeton University protested against the racial climate on campus and demanded that Woodrow Wilson's name be removed from the School of Public and International Affairs. The killing effect.
That's pretty good, Caitlin. It's better than I've heard you read those things before. You're getting more fluid.
Shrubs. We didn't add.
Wait, how much contention?
No, there's 3 more pages left.
Okay, well,
It's okay, they're all extensions.
I mean, yeah, look,
No,
the thing
they're
is,
not all extensions. Okay.
Well,
but Catherine, the key thing is learning how to make those links. They probably are all extensions or rebuttals, depending on how they're used.
how are you taking track?
I have class X.
Oh, yeah.
Lit.
Ready?
Yay.
Time starts now. So you talk about how our students are being silenced, and that's a bad thing, correct? Yes. So are you saying that you support openly racist and sexist remarks?
Which contention?
I'm not referring to any contention, I'm just asking you a question.
What's the answer to that? Are you supporting racist and sexist and homophobic remarks?
No. No.
I'm opposing threats of violence for speech. I'm opposing threats of violence for speech, actually.
Also, okay, thank you.
You reframe it like that, right? From your perspective, you're not stopping racist shit. You're threatening freedom of speech with violence. You're threatening free speech with violence. It's a difference.
Also, can you explain your second contention in your own words?
Words, not.
Like it's so famous, I don't understand.
Explain it, Caitlin. Explain your second contention in your own words.
Wait, you're saying say what it says. Don't read, Ted.
Tell me what it means.
Look it up. Or Spanish, they can translate from Spanish. That's what I do.
Can you tell me the impacts of your second contention?
I'm asking for it. It's in the contention.
Look at it.
It's in there. It says you must do this.
Unity is
And
evidently
this
just a
one.
matter of.
No, it's you must prefer the.
So, is your impact of your second contention? Does it say like, there's a difference between good speech and like bad speech?
There's like a distinction between speech and content.
Can you explain what that means?
No.
Yeah, you can say no. You would say no.
Okay. So, if you support your contention, your third contention talks about how we need physical safety on campus, right?
No, this represents speech resistance. Oh, wait. It was